What's going on, potty people? I'm chilling out today. Today I want to talk about my balding insecurities. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know if y'all can see it. Cut my hair like a couple days ago. Starting to grow back in a little bit. I don't know if y'all can check it out, but still look good. But my whole balding process, that started for me. I say I started noticing stuff around college. I used to get my hair braided. You know, the lady who used to braid my hair, she told me, she was like, yo, it's thin on top. It's thin on top and real thick on the sides. Her brother, well, one of her brothers who was always there, he just jumped in me. He's like, yeah, you're gonna be bald like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh man, he hurt me with that. I'm like, yo, I'm like 19, 20 years old. Like, this nigga talk about going bald. Like, goodness gracious. I definitely wasn't trying to hear it at the time, and my head probably went down to like my shoulders. And I damn sure wasn't trying to hear that type of shit. So I didn't really think nothing of it. I kept it moving. Even after college, I eventually cut the braids. Went with the cut for a while, the waves, and eventually I actually went back to the braids. Couple years later, just around like 2012, went from braids and then got dreads. So I had some like real long dreads. Needless to say, none of this helped my situation because with braids, it's pulling your hair back. So if my hair's already thin on top, the shit is like pulling it even more back, and it's already thin. So it's like I didn't do nothing to help myself at all. My mom told me that my dad didn't lose his hair till he was in like his 40s. So I'm thinking, I got at least a good 20 more years, you know what I'm saying, before I gotta make that transition. I'm cool with that. I'm fine with being the 40-year-old boy, nigga. But being a 20-year-old boy, nigga, I couldn't even imagine that. I just remember one day at work, I'm looking in the mirror, it's just looking a little thinner than it usually is. The light was shining real bright right on the crown of my head, and I'm looking up, and I'm just like, yo, this is looking a little crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? I still got dreads at the time, so I'm like, yo, this don't look too good, especially with the dreads. Like you can't have dreaded on the side and then nothing on the top. So I immediately made the decision to cut my hair. It pretty much saved me for the time being. With the cut, went right back to normal. So I'm thinking, all right, cool, I'm good. I'm back in good standing. And not too long after that, it seemed like a couple months. It seemed like the shit accelerated. Even with the cut, I'm still noticing this looking real light on the top of my head, man. My crown looking a little funny in the light. It's looking She's looking kind of bald, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck, yo? What the fuck is going on? So I became damn near obsessed with this shit. I'm looking at this shit like every single day, just going crazy. Like, yo, am I losing my hair already? I'm only 22, 23. I'm like, that's way too young to be losing my hair or having a fucking bald spot. Like, I can't be walking around with no bald spot. And again, it just became more and more and more and more pronounced until finally I'm just like, yo, I gotta cut my hair lower. I usually get like a 1. Now I'm getting like 0.5s, 0.1s. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? The real, the Kobe Bryant haircut he had when he was playing for his last couple years on the Lakers, when you could just barely make out his lineup. He's like, yo, is this nigga bald or is he got a cut? Like, you could kind of barely tell. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna rock with that. And that saved me for a couple months. And my shit just, I don't know what the fuck was going on, man. My shit was like rapidly accelerating. And I'm like, man, I regretted getting them braids the second time. I had braids 3 times in my life. One time in high school, in college, actually throughout college. I finally cut it from my sophomore year to like my second senior year, and then I finally cut it that senior year. So I pretty much had braids all throughout college, outside of my freshman year and then my last year, and then again post-college. And I regretted every single braid that I've ever I had a lot of fresh designs at times, but once I seen what it led to, I'm not a hair expert, but I'm definitely assuming it couldn't have helped. Especially having thin hair on top, getting braids, having the shit pulling your hair. I'm like, all them years of the shit pulling my hair, it done finally caught up to me, man. This shit is a tragedy. But again, getting the low cuts, it saved me for a while. And then once again, this shit is like rapidly accelerating. I'm still seeing this shit, even with, I got cuts low as fuck, I can still see it. My shit's looking crazy. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So then I start rocking hats every single day. Thank God I didn't work at the kind of job where I had to wear some type of uniform, working at the group home. You pretty much wear what you want to wear. So I'm rocking fitteds every single day. Fitted snapbacks, all that. It saved me in a sense where I didn't have to walk around showing my damn hair. But every time I took my hat off, I'm in the bathroom about to take a shower, I got to look at this shit. And I'm just like, yo, this shit is so depressing. All the black men out there, I don't know, white guys don't seem to care. You see white guys walking around with fucking big ass bald spot on the top of their head and hair on the sides, the George Jefferson basically. I seen white guys with all type of crazy hair patches and bald spots and just walking around not giving a fuck. And I'm just like, yeah, I can't rock like that, B. Like, that ain't my stilo right there. Black guys, it's all about the lineup. It's all about, your joint got to be on point, man. Especially the younger generation. Come on now. And even my lineup started to fade up a little bit. Like, all around, my hair's just looking all types of fucked up. So my lineup's starting to fade. Big ass bald spot in my head. A hat is the only thing that saves me from looking completely crazy out here. I'm just refusing to give up, man. I don't know, man. You kind of get attached to your hair. It's something you probably don't even think about until you actually have to go through something like this, where you like, God damn, like, fuck is going on with my head? I don't want to lose my hair. You know, you see niggas like LeBron out here. That nigga's not trying to let go. He didn't try to get fade. He didn't try to get new lineups. He didn't try it all, man. He tried to go down swinging. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was not letting his lineup win that battle. But the lineup always wins. Gravity always wins, man. Father Time always wins. It's undefeated. You can't beat it. Slowly but surely, I finally just accepted fate and said, you know what? It's a wrap for my hair, man. It's a wrap for my lineup. I just need to finally cut it bald. I didn't know how it was gonna look. I didn't know how the shape of my head really looked. I didn't want my head to be all like lumpy and shit. I was scared my head was gonna be lumpy or scarred or looking crazy. But finally I did it, and the first day it was like, oh, it looks alright. But I say probably like maybe like 2-3 cuts in, I started really, you know, once my hair kind of, you know, and this is like summertime too, so the top of my bald head was lighter than the rest of my body. After a while being in the sun, my tone evened out. Shit been A1 since then, man. You know, I love my bald cut, you know, my bald head. And I just want to tell all y'all brothers out there, man, don't fight it. Y'all see y'all shit looking crazy. Y'all see y'all shit going downhill. You see them bald spots. You see a lineup getting pushed farther and farther back. Just give it up, bro. Don't be like LeBron. Don't go down swinging. If you make a quick transition, nobody even notices. It's just like, oh shit, you bald now? No one even realizes your shit gets fucked up. But when you wait and let your shit just look crazy like LeBron and a lot of these niggas out here, that's when niggas just be clowning you. If you could have saved yourself all that trouble by just, you know, you see where it's going. Your lineup's not gonna reverse back. You know, I don't know how many of you out there fucking with all that just for men, all that bullshit. I'm like, I don't want none of that. I don't want no wig. I don't want none of that Steve Harvey shit. I don't want none of that. Just make the quick transition. People won't even notice it. People won't notice your deteriorating lineup if you make it quick. You know what I'm saying? But if you keep trying to fight it, fight Father Time, fight gravity, fight the lineup gods, you will lose that battle. And you will be out here looking crazy. Take it from me. I fought a little bit. I put up a little bit of a fight, but once I kind of seen it wasn't going nowhere, I was like, man, okay, lineup gods, y'all got it. I'm gonna just cut my hair bald. And the funny thing, soon as I did it, my barber, I was like, yo, man, just cut it bald. And he's like, you finally did it. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was funny because basically it's like he probably didn't want to say it, but he was like, come on, my nigga, like this shit ain't going nowhere. So again, all y'all out there, don't fight it, man. Just let it happen. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No homo. Don't fight the inevitable. Anyway, it's just my thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all can look crazy if you want to, but heed my advice and just let it go. It's not coming back. Sorry. Peace.